Hey, welcome to the fourth episode of Gear Up with the Bot Builders.
Today we are meeting with team 17962, Ro2D2 from Romania. They currently have the sixth highest OPR in the world, and they constantly make world appearances. Today we'll be discussing a little bit about that team. So let's gear up.
Would you just be able to talk just a general overview about your team, where you're from? Yeah, pretty much introduce yourselves.
We are a team from 2018 from Ploiești, Romania, a city near the capital Bucharest of Romania. And right now we are 4 seniors from our team, and we also founded a Lego FLL team this year, which is kind of exciting. We've had our ups and downs, but for the last 2 years, we've had a lot of good things happen to us because we worked a lot. We've been 2 times to the World Championship and 2 times to the Maryland Tech Invitational. And right now, we are preparing for our regionals in Romania because on the 7th of February, we are participating there. And we are hoping for the best appearance ever.
I know you guys have had one of the most successful FTC seasons, especially from center stage, being world finalists at the World Championships as well as winning MTI. So that was a huge, it's always cool to see you guys. So, what are some of the goals that you have for this season? For maybe is it to reach worlds?
Basically, even if it doesn't seem that way, we never had this plan to go to worlds. Like, our plan every season was to basically build the best bot we could and basically improve in every aspects of our team, from technical to non-technical. And if that meant to qualify for worlds in the end, that would be just a bonus for us. So this year we have the same goal we had the previous year and the last 5 seasons of our team, like to basically try to improve and test and develop ourselves as much as possible, and try as much new things as possible, and basically develop ourselves. So that's why maybe this might be the key factor for our success, that we didn't ever chase any awards or things like that. We just wanted to improve and, I don't know, have the best bot, go to competitions, compete. So we were just really happy to see our robot going on the field the way it did, or basically share our knowledge in the local community. We were really happy to do that, and we learned a lot from that. And if that meant to qualify for worlds, that was just a simple bonus.
Yeah, those are some really great goals. Everyone should know by now. First, isn't always about the robots and the competition. It's about building your skills and improving yourself. And we really like that idea. And it's awesome how just your hard work, you get those really amazing results, especially with your robot. Speaking of which, would you like to give a little overview of what your robot can do this season?
So basically, we wanted to make a really fast and a lightweight robot this season compared to the previous one. We were used to, we really in the previous season we wanted to build a very we ended up building a very big robot with a lot of extendo, and even if it wasn't that fast, it really helped us that it could extend very much. And this season, while we have this extendo limit, we couldn't embrace the philosophy we had the previous ones in the previous seasons. So this season we focused on building a very fast and agile robot, and we opted for an active intake on our robot because we tested a lot in the previous seasons, and we were getting really good at it, and we thought that an active intake would work really good this season. I know that other teams are also using claws, but I think the active intake is working better for us. And what we really wanted to do is to automate as much as possible of the actions the drivers do in Tiliop, and have a really good autonomous, and basically make our robot very easy to use and very agile, and it doesn't really that much in order to score or to get points. So that's why we wanted to have a system that collects samples from the center, and then transfers the sample to flips the sample to the other side of the robot, and drops it to the human player. But then we saw that it was just really much better just to collect it in the extender and just rotate and split it to the human player, if that makes sense. We also have we use sensors really much to automate these processes in Tiliop. So basically, when we collect from the center, we check the color of our sample we collected, and if it's yellow, we collect it. It automatically collects it into the outtake claw, and we are going to score it in the basket. And if it's colored a red or a blue, we only retract our extender so that we can split it to the human player. So that's what we really wanted to do this season, to have a really fast and agile robot.
Yeah, well, you have an absolutely awesome robot. We were just wondering, what's your favorite part and why?
My favorite part, okay. I really let me think. I really like our transfers, generally speaking, because when we did some changes some weeks ago, maybe some months ago, actually. So on the other iteration of the robot, what we did is like we collected the sample, and then we flipped our collect angle. We retracted the extender, and the outtake would spit the sample into the claw, and then the claw would close. So it was a really compact region on the robot to do that. But what we ended up doing is just flip the collect angle with the sample, and then we'd come directly into the claw, and we would do some motion profiling to do a very smooth transition from where the angle where the claw collects it from the intake. So I think that yes, the intake is the transfer is, I don't know, I really like it. It's really smooth, and it came from an idea that we didn't thought it would work. It wasn't really tested, but it ended up working pretty well, and that's my favorite part on the robot currently.
Yeah. At the start, I heard you touched, if I heard correctly, on a FTC. No, sorry, not FTC. On a Lego event or a Lego team. Would you be able to speak about your outreach this season?
Yes, sure. So, I'm going to tell you a little story about our past 2 years, because in the first year, we won the Inspired Award at the National Championship. And we thought that if we won once, we couldn't be able to win second time in a row, because it didn't happen in Romania. And we just went with the flow, because we got used to going to different schools, sharing our ideas, organizing events, and we also had a bigger budget to organize this type of events. So we did a better job last year, and we also won Inspire Award, first Inspire Award to the national championship, which was kind of crazy, because we didn't really feel like there was a possibility, because it was thinking that once we won, that's it. And right now we are focusing more on the technical part. Let's say this is what happened in our team this year, but we also organized events at our school. We also organized events with Info One. They also went to the Worlds 3 years ago. They are a team from our city, from a different college as we are. And right now we are planning different events. We're going to schools because we want to get more in touch with our community. We want to share more, and because some of us are seniors, we want to share all the innovations and all the ideas we have with the smaller kids, because we changed some kids mentalities by organizing Lego events 2 years ago, and now they are in our FLL team. So we kind of found their passion and we build it for them, and that's how it goes right now. We want to be more um, in the community, and every year for the last 3 years we did like a project, a hands-on project. So 2 years ago we had an intelligent gardening system. Last year we had an app, and this year we have a smart system, intelligent system with for the fishes, because we also relate them to the theme of the seasons, and we donated them to a museum where they have fishes in our city.
I know that, especially with robotics, there comes challenges. What has been some of the challenges that you have faced as a team, or with your robot as well?
I'll start with our team because I have one example in our mind. Because we want to have a sustainability in our team, we have kids from seniors to 8th grade or 7th grade. And that doesn't always isn't always a good option, because there are a lot of let's say small fights, and there are a lot of discussions, and people don't always get on. And at the end of the seasons we are all friends, and that's kind of funny because during the seasons we don't get on so well. And at the last, for example, at Maryland Tech Invitational, we were best friends. So that's kind of a funny story.
Yeah. Despite some of the differences in your team, you guys are clearly one of the best FTC teams out there, both outreach and robot wise. What would be some advice that you would give to rookie teams or just other teams who are trying to improve their skills?
So basically, the best thing I've ever learned from Force is that you are only going to achieve as much as you are willing to imagine. So basically, try to improve as much as possible. Think that everything is possible and you can achieve basically anything. And even if you don't achieve it, you'll eventually make a lot more than if you set lower standards. So basically, it's always set higher standards as high as possible. Try to improve on daily basis. Work hard, and eventually things will work. Don't chase awards. Uh, don't make that your life purpose to get inspired or win on the field. Try to build the best robot on there. Try to have the best outreach. Try to help the local community, and things will work along in the end.
That's really great. That's actually really great advice, and something that all teams, even like some of the best teams in the world, could take some advice from. It's really good.
Thank you very much for taking the time to talk with us. It's been very insightful to hear how your team is going, your robot. It's just great to meet you guys. It's so cool. I do want to say, I remember in Power Play in the Jemison division, we versed each other in the qualification matches. You got the 1+10 off, and you absolutely destroyed us, which was it's always a great memory though, being destroyed by Ro2D2. So I'll say again, thank you very much for taking the time to talk with us. It's just always great to hear you. Hear your advice. I'm gonna hand
Thank
you
you,
back.
thank you very much for your invitation. It's has always been a pleasure to respond to this type of invitations, and it's really a great pleasure to keep contact with the first community and with you guys. You are awesome, and thank you for this opportunity today. And I hope we will see you together at Worlds.
If you or your team would like the opportunity to join the podcast, sign up with the link in the description.
You just get up with the bot builders and Ro2D2. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.